Number 5. Samsung TU8000, best budget option. This incredible 4K TV delivers some exceptional features such as its attractive design, great darkroom performance, low input lag, and a nice smart TV platform that'll impress everyone out there. If you want to stick under the $500 price for this TV, you should stick to the 43-inch, 50-inch and 55-inch sizes. Moving on, despite being so cheap, the Samsung TU8000 rocks a pretty attractive design that's beautiful in my opinion. The chassis is made from black plastic but has a great textured finish that adds a bit of flair to it. The feet of the TV on the bottom are also made of plastic but provide nice looks and stability. The bezels around the screen are nearly non-existent, which impressed me as it makes this panel so attractive and immersive. Furthermore, I should state that the Samsung TU8000 has VESA wall mount support if you wish for a wall mounting. It is a pretty viable solution as well for wall mounting since it's relatively thin looking at it from the side. The Samsung TU8000 has a good amount of ports on the back, including 3 HDMI ports, 1 with ARC support, a coax port, RF connection, 1 composite port, and an optical port to complete the package. It also comes with a simple and intuitive remote control that I fell in love with. Number 4. Samsung Q60T, best for everyday use. Another amazing TV is the Q60T. The Samsung Q60T offers a pretty standard design with black plastic casing, a thin bezel and an elegantly curved rear. It's similar in appearance to Samsung's 7000 or 8000 series, which is apt given that the Q60 is a transitional set between Samsung's LED and QLED ranges. The Q60T is mounted on 2 feet rather than a central stand, which are very easy to insert without even a need for screws. As is the custom for Samsung QLEDs, you get 2 remotes, 1 standard rubber button affair with a full numerical pad, and a slimmed-down version with just the major buttons. Note that you'll get dedicated buttons for Netflix, Amazon Prime Video and Rakuten TV on both models. The main difference you'll find from last year's Q60R is in the processor. While the Q60R had a Quantum Processor 4K, the Q60T features a Quantum Processor Lite. That's because Samsung has shuffled its 2020 TV range, saving the best performance for its 8K TV models and pushing the 4K TVs down to the bottom of the pecking order. The Samsung Q60T QLED occupies an important spot in Samsung's TV 2020 lineup, being the cheapest of the brand's QLED sets. It's great value, but that inevitably comes with compromises, with the Q60T's picture suffering from low brightness, mild motion blur, and dull HDR objects. Number 3. Samsung Q80T, best for gaming. The Samsung Q80T represents a sensible middle ground for buyers looking to bag a high-spec Samsung QLED 4K TV. Available in screen sizes ranging from 49 to 85 inches, we add the 65-inch QE65 Q80T for this review. It's the cheapest 2020 QLED TV to offer a full-array backlight for more precise HDR and greater contrast. The Q80T also boasts the majority of the brand's advanced 2020 feature attractions, including object sound tracking 3D audio, the latest iteration of the Tizen connected TV platform, and advanced gaming tech that's ready for new features in the PlayStation 5 and Xbox One X. There's no wide-angle technology, which is assigned to the step-up Q90T model, Samsung's highest-end 4K model of 2020. The Q80T also lacks that model's contrast-enhancing anti-reflective screen. Neither are probably deal-breakers, but they'd be nice to have in the average living room where you might be viewing in sunlight or sitting at an odd angle. Lights, colors, action. The Q80T offers all the familiar attributes of Samsung's QLED models. It's natively bright and wondrously color-rich. The Q80T also produces a convincing black-level performance thanks to that aforementioned full-array backlight with local dimming. For gamers looking for a TV bright enough to play during the day with sunlight spilling in and future-proofed with features that make the most of next-gen consoles, the Q80T also offers a simply fantastic gaming experience. Number 2. Samsung Q800T, best 8K TV. Being an 8K model, the Q800T has a resolution of 7680 by 4320. It uses a QLED panel, which is a shorter way of saying that it's an LCD LED backlit panel equipped with quantum dot technology. Rather than switching over to OLED, as many of Samsung's rivals have done for their flagship models, Samsung continues to assert that QLED is the best television panel technology due to its ability to achieve higher levels of brightness. Depending on the panel size though, there are a different number of direct full-array LED backlighting zones. The Q800T 82-inch has 32, while the 65-inch and 75-inch only get 24 zones. It's worth noting that the Q800T has dramatically fewer lighting zones than Samsung's 2019 4K flagship, the Q90R, which had 480. One other limitation is that the Q800T only reaches its maximum refresh rate of 120 Hz for 4K content and drops to 60 Hz for native 8K content. The Q800T uses Samsung's Tizen-based Eden Smart TV platform. For the most part, this is a good thing. The main interface is very economical in terms of the amount of screen space it occupies, and yet can still get you easily to plenty of content without you having to delve into too many sub-menus. The Samsung Q800T is the first 8K TV you can buy for something at least approaching a 4K TV price, which makes it a standout new Samsung TV for 2020. Number 1. Samsung Q90T Best All-Round. The Samsung Q90T QLED TV is part of Samsung's 2020 TV catalogue and sits at the top of the manufacturer's 4K QLED lineup. There's higher-end 8K QLED TVs like the Q800T and Q950T, but the Samsung Q90T is as premium as you can get with a 4K resolution. It's one of the best Samsung TVs for movies. As is only fitting for a TV that costs a not inconsiderable sum of money, the Samsung Q90T is extensively packed with features. It has a 3840 by 2160 resolution for starters. Those millions of pixels are backlit using a full-array local dimming arrangement, which is divided into a little over 100 zones that can be controlled on an individual basis. That's not a huge number, truth be told, but it should be enough to give the QE55 Q90T a chance of offering good bright or dark contrast control and detail levels. Anti-reflective screen and ultra-wide angle technologies seek to minimize the effects of ambient lighting conditions and your viewing position. The Smart TV interface and the fairly extensive setup menus can be navigated using one of the two bundled remote control handsets. One is a fairly nasty looking and feeling handset with too many buttons, most of them just too small, and the other one is a more judicious and expensive feeling alternative. Buying guide. Firstly, resolution. Let's get this out of the way first. 4K and Ultra HD are the same thing. Both refer to screen resolution and the number of pixels on the screen. The more pixels, the better, sharper and more lifelike the image. 5 years ago, 4K arrived and we went from over 2 million pixels to over 8 million pixels, and we all found out what perfect really looks like. And though there's not a ton of 4K content available yet, content providers of all sorts are preparing to release almost everything in 4K, and your new 4K TV will be equipped to handle this exciting feature. Size. Once upon a time, the family sofa determined how big or small the TV should be, as in, the further away the sofa, the bigger the TV. But today's TVs are rewriting all the rules, so that's over. In fact, the one thing every serious review of current 4K TVs will tell you, bigger is better. Go too small and you'll regret it. That's how amazing TVs are these days, not only with respect to picture, but design as well. We've gone from big, gaudy black boxes that take up space and clash with everything, to incredibly thin, beautifully designed TVs that work with your room and range in size from 32 inch to 100 inches. And smart. Smart TVs are pretty much standard these days, and this is a good thing. If you're not streaming content now, you will soon. The world is going this way. A smart TV lets you cut the cord and enjoy wireless freedom and control. Smart TVs make it possible to cut the cord and get rid of your cable or satellite service thanks to the native apps they come with. Streaming services like Netflix, Prime, Hulu, YouTube and Amazon Prime Video. View pretty much any content on your TV, including all the home videos, photos and music on your phone or computer.